Hi, this is Vic, and I am recording in my hometown of Vancouver, Washington. And behind me is a drive-through a Dutch Brother coffee, and I would like to share with you something that is very powerful and something that most of us know but not fully understand, and definitely most of us not implementing it the way we should. So basically, when you look, now it's around 1 o'clock in Vancouver, and you have people literally lining up and waiting in line for 20 minutes to get a cup of coffee from Dutch Brothers coffee. So is it anything special about this coffee? I came one time, seen this big line, and I expected extremely good coffee, and I don't want to offend people that are fans of Dutch Brother coffee, but there's nothing special that I discovered about Dutch Brother coffee. But I discovered long lines, and even before I got into business, I questioned myself, what is special about this place? I mean, there's a few places in my town can get so much attention, and the Dutch Brother coffee. Not till I got into business, I got my Shopify store, and I started to listen to PPH and Adrian Morrison that like to repeat every time he speaks that the most powerful word in the universe is free. Of course, there is a couple words. Love is one of them, but today we are talking about free. And also he likes to repeat that people would spend money to save money. So once I got in business, I started to change my mind from being a consumer to being an entrepreneur. So I started to ask people around, hey, do you know anything of what causing all this line that people, you can drive at 2 a.m. and see people waiting in their car for a cup of coffee? And they said, well, they give free cup of coffee. And I said, how they do that? And somebody said, well, when you member, you get a card from Dutch Brother Coffee, and every time you buy a cup of coffee, you get a stamp, right? They make a little hole in it. So you buy 5 or 7 cups of coffee, and then you get free coffee finally. So people standing in line to get free coffee. But I said, there gotta be something to it, something else. I mean, because it doesn't really answer. You have to buy 5 or 7 cup of coffee. I'm not sitting here 5 or 7 times, 20 minutes each time, waiting for a cup of coffee to get free coffee. But so somebody told me, actually, the girl in the window, every time I come, instead of stamping one time, right? She stamped 2 times. It means I'm gonna get my cup of coffee from Dutch Brother Coffee faster, right? So imagine the idea, anticipation that I'm gonna get a free cup of coffee, making all these people sit in cars and wait for their cup of coffee. How can it be applied to Shopify store? Adrian talks about free plus shipping, that it's still very essential. No matter what anyone says, free shipping, free item, or in my case, and I just made a post about free gift, not expensive, very trivial gift to somebody who spends $100 in my store. Stop thinking as consumer and start thinking as businessman. And this good example of Dutch Brother Coffee can teach you a lot. If you think about it, start to implement in your business, in your Shopify store, in any other business, in fact, use the word free and reward, most importantly, reward your customer for spending money in your store to get something free. Maybe not big, but free.